What's going on, guys? I just finished recording a previous replay commentary, and I found another game that I wanted to go over. So I am recording these two back to back. I still have my morning coffee, so cheers. But I'm excited to bring this replay commentary to you guys. And without further ado, I don't think there's anything else I want to cover. Go ahead and jump into it. All right. It's been like so long, I almost forgot how to do these. So, we'll start with, I'm playing Venomancer this game with my guildmates again, and ranked game. We have a Juggernaut, we have a Lich, Venomancer, Viper. Slardar is really our only reliable stun, I would say. I mean, Juggernaut, if he gets a Basher, that would be awesome. But other than that, we don't have a lot of lockdown. You're gonna see the Venomancer Viper combo. I mean, it's a good slow between the two. And Lich, Chain Frost will be good for team fights also. Slardar. The other team though, they picked a Templar, and I could go into kind of the draft order, but I distinctly remember they last picked Templar after we already picked a Viper. So, if you're Templar, you're not going to be having a good time against Viper. It's definitely favored towards Viper. And Venomancer, too. I mean, that's the other thing. So, the Templar pick isn't particularly good here. The Pudge, I'm not the biggest fan of. Earth Spirit's fine, I would say. Lion can be fine. And then Leshrac, a lot of people have been picking Leshrac this patch, too. But I'm not a big fan of Leshrac into this lineup. I think it's definitely Radiant favored, if I'm being honest. But we'll go ahead and jump into it. You see me pick first item Tango and Boots of Speed. He is a universal hero. I definitely could have picked up some stat items, but I wanted the movement speed, and I think you guys are going to see why. So we knew we wanted to invade. I do scale Venomous Gale. Ooh, that rhymed.
They've trained hard to get here. It's time now for the final fight.
So I'm playing position 4 support again. Same as the last replay commentary. Playing a little bit more support lately. So dodge the hook. You gotta be careful for that. But I'm gonna want to right click here. And I don't think Venomancer does a lot of damage early on. I mean, only 43 base damage isn't great. But you can see I'm rolling like 23, I'm rolling 38 damage. Yeah. So I know I gotta be careful here, but I can still right click quite a bit.
You get nothing. Snatched it right out of your mouth.
As far as this lane, I mean, I could be focusing on denying, but part of it is you gotta be careful with Pudge, and you gotta be careful with Earth Spirit. One of them, Earth Spirit's a very high mobility, and Pudge, of course, can always kind of just use hook, and then you're in a position, you're out of position, and kind of stuck. So look at where I'm playing, like behind my creeps. I am full health though, so I'm not super concerned at this moment. So I want to, and I think, most of you caught that with Venomous Gale, I wanted to position myself to where I can hit both of them at once. So you're gonna see I'm gonna move over here to the right, and I get both Earth Spirit and Pudge are both slowed. Plus, I got level 2 Poison Sting. And then the Bash from Slardar. Like, I am enjoying this. If you remember the previous game that I did a replay commentary on, when I played Witch Doctor, it's the exact same thing where, you know, if you're playing off lane, just right click and then work with your offlaner, be strategic. Now I also put Plague Wards here. It'll provide you with some vision, and we're ahead. So, I should play Venomancer more. I really enjoyed this game. The lane is pushing in. I can get some denies here. Yeah, if I can get some like a live stream of me and my guildmates playing, I think that'd be fun. So the Earth Spirit isn't gonna enjoy the Plague Wards. I also have Tranquil Boots already.
Not for you.
You can see me kind of pulling creep aggro over to the range creep. The Earth Spirit's not bad. Again, this is ranked. You can see him trying to secure the range creep there. That's good on his part. I am tanking. Again, I did this in my last game when I played Witch Doctor. You saw me tanking the creep wave. But even here, it's like I have Tranquil Boots, and I have the aura from the creep. And I also technically have Tower if I want to go in Tower. So it's okay for me to tank the creep wave just because I have so much regen in lane. I kind of missed that, I think. I want to place this observer. You can see I'm really wanting to build Earnest Shadows and Spirit Vessel early on. And the Sage's Mask maybe will help with mana regen. Because it's like I got the health regen down. Look at this. I'm just putting down Plague Wards. I was trying to get out of here. My Viper's TPing, which is good. It's unfortunate that my Slardar died. And then Pudge dies there.
There is little hope for Radiant's middle.
Again, as far as the regen goes, I'm gonna regen pretty quick for HP. So again, being careful with Pudge. I tried TPing out here, but it doesn't work out. And that's even worse, I think, because now my TP scroll's on cooldown. So I'm gonna fast forward here. I run back to top lane, which I can do pretty quick. This was also unfortunate because Earth Spirit got our Wisdom Rune, and then he was just waiting for me to show back up. I do have Urn of Shadows here, though. And I'm able to get out with 2 HP. And then I have the Spirit Vessel charges. Or Urn of Shadows, I'm sorry. And then I also have the Tranquil Boots, and I'm under tower. So I'm able to heal my Slardar. I'm able to get regen under tower. I died once. I almost died twice. But I think it's fine. My Slardar is, getting neutral items, which I talked about in the previous video. I think it's really crucial if you're able to get those neutral items, either through stacking camps and then taking one of those camps at once, or just eliminating those camps from the enemy. I see that they warded this. I pinged it. You're watching me buy Sentry and Observers right now. Those are on their way. So here I pull the creep wave. I think, with Slardar and Venomancer, we can contest a lot of these fights. As you've seen, we're starting to get pretty confident. They're not able to do much in lane. We can pull the creep waves, and I can set down Plague Wards, and sometimes just setting down Plague Wards will scare people away. So I die here. Lion TP's top 2. Me and Slardar both die. But we have Lich here in lane. Viper's TPing. The Lion's dead. I can TP back in lane. I do remember this. This is quite funny. So, we're gonna burn through Refraction with the damage over time. Plus, not to mention, I have Urn of Shadows. So Slardar is here, we get the stun. I'm able to get vision from the Plague Wards. I want to attack from a range, so you're gonna see me kind of move out. Again, Plague Wards, vision, stun, death. Healing my team with Urn of Shadows. Diving tier 1. We have a Lich ultimate. I think I used Dust there too. Yeah, I had Dust. Or no. So we had vision of Templar. I don't know how we had vision of him, to be honest. Oh, wait. I have an observer, but there's no sentry. I'm confused. I don't have an answer for that. But top lane is pushing in. You're watching me attack and run back, right? Attack and run back. Now I have Spirit Vessel, which is huge. And I can use this to, like, heal my team. I just don't have a lot of mana. But, you know, there's a lot of fights happening early on in this game. Earnest Shadows is going to help. Spirit Vessel, I'm sorry, is going to help early on with these fights. So that we can continue to stay. And we don't have to, you know, regen back at base. So you can see me buying Sentries and Dust. And Clarities. I think I bought Clarities last minute there. So yeah, we're using Clarities. I think I used one on my Viper also.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And then I always like to pull up the net worth graph. Yeah, I mean, I have close to 5,000. I'm close to Leshrac. But I did have those 2 deaths early on.
Sympathy.
Should look to their bottom tower.
So here, I can initiate with the Plague Words, possibly. I should have used Spirit Vessel there. That's on me. But I'm gonna heal Lich, so that's alright. I don't know why. So here's what I didn't understand. This is warded. It's not gonna let me ping. But where this Plague Ward is, there's a ward. And I know, and I pinged it. So he had vision. The lion had vision of everything there. He runs back. And then he tries to TP out. And dies. You're going to see me de-ward this. Yep. There's the Observer and Sentry. I'm gonna have to do some more like theory crafting with the Viper and Venomancer. I just feel like, you know, there's not enough catch. And then when we have the Slardar is doing great. Speaking of Slardar. Yeah, there you go. I know one of my guildmates likes to play Legion Commander. I don't, I think the Witch Doctor is going to be better than a Venomancer if you combo it with Legion. I'm kind of just thinking out loud here.
My deepest thanks. Alms for the dead.
So I'll fast forward a little bit. Taking tier 2. We could smoke, and I know that because I have smoke here in my inventory. That's something that I'm sure I'm trying to like communicate with my team. When we took the tier 1, it's also 18 minutes, so playing like 18 minutes, playing around 19 minutes now, playing around that Wisdom Rune and Tormentor, I think is really good at 19 minutes. You saw it in the last game, and you're seeing it here. It's like, there's certain, the best way I can describe it is at certain points of the game, obviously, and I think this gets overlooked quite a bit, but at certain points of the game, there's like specific spots where it's better to be at. Like 19 minutes here, tier 2 is gone, that opens it up for Tormentor and XP Rune. So you're gonna see that where it's like, okay, now we also have we have control over their triangle and the outpost. So in like a 43 seconds period of time, tier 2 is gone, The triangle camp is gone. And then this also, the Tormentor is going to open up right now. And then Wisdom Rin's going to open up in another minute. Like, think about how, like, when you watch these players play, it's like, well, we could be top right now. And our Juggernaut's farming triangle, and I think that's fine. I don't know, like, we don't particularly need him. He's probably farming, yeah, S and Y he's trying to finish. And it's not like we're looking to take a team fight, I don't know. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of taking a team fight, especially when we don't have Juggernaut. We can continue to play here on the triangle. I mean, that's fine. If they run at us and we're able to get a pick, that's cool too. Or again, I have smoke. So. And we can play around this mid tier 2. We should be going for XP rune, but our Juggernaut is here actually mid. So we're able to take this mid tier 2. And again, I have Dust. If I can use it, I was stunned. Yeah, I'm still stunned. There we go. I have a Sentry Ward too. I needed to use Spirit Vessel more. That's death. I'm here. I'm healing Slardar with Spirit Vessel. And I mean, they really only have Pudge left, and Pudge can't do much. And we can take this. They're calling GG here. Pudge is dead. Our Slaughter initiates. Forced to use Yules. Look at that. And then we can't really take top, but we can take bottom. And we still get the Wisdom Rune too, notably, so. It was a few minutes late, but now we're like, hey, let's go and get Roche. So we're gonna take Roche. Leshrac is dead. Five versus 4. We have Aegis. We decide to go top because we're like, all right, let's take this tier 2 top. And I have, like, Aghanim Scepter at this point, too. And I'm working on Pipe. And I have a Sentry Ward. And Dust. There we go. That's a buyback on Pudge. Buyback on Templar. And this is about to be Mega Creeps. So my team is diving a little bit here, the Juggernaut. He has Aegis. I'm dead too, notably. But I TP and run back. I'm using Spirit Vessel to heal. Templar is here. If I can get, like, poison. There we go. I end up dying again. But yeah, that Templar is dead too. And here I'm still running back. So it's just, my team is ending. There we go. Wow. So it was a quick game, right? Net worth, I'm at 11,632. So that's more than Leshrac. That's almost as much as Templar, and that's more than the save lane Pudge. All as a position 4 support. No way. I even did more hero damage than anyone on the other team too. I had 13,000 hero damage. So, oh wait, no, my bad. Templar did 15. I was like misreading the numbers because I would have said that's like almost impossible how Templar would have less damage than Venomancer, but you know, I died 4 times. I think 2 of them were at the very end, right, when we were trying to push for end, and I think there was like 1 in lane. So you know, having 4 deaths isn't really that bad in this situation. I only had 390 gold per minute, which is more than Leshrac, notably. The off-lane Leshrac. Yeah, and I only had 2 kills, 25 assists though. I mean, the kill participation was great. I mean, I say that, but we have 48 kills too. Obviously in lane, like, all the lanes did really well. Yeah. Here you can see, like, there was a point where I had more farm than Templar. A decent time where I had more farm than Templar. Yeah, a lot of this, like, when we do these replay commentary and, like, analysis, it's, I think a lot of the reason the games end this way is just from the early laning phase. And again, I might have to play Venomancer more, because that was fun. I enjoyed that. But, and this is ranked too. This is like a Diamond Earth Spirit, and the Templar was a questionable pick. And Leshrac was 0 and 11, so. Yeah. All he had was Euls and Arcane Boots, really. Aghanim Shard also. Alright. Well, cool. I'm enjoying these replay commentaries. I haven't played much Dota. I don't play quite often. Maybe like 1 or 2 games a week at this point. But in the games I do play, when I play with my guildmates, it's quite fun. I'll say, like, you know, the rotations, the timings, the teamwork. It's really good. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.